They said gifts didn't matter. That family was about love, not money. So they all agreed no one should spend more than $5 on presents. The same people who used to unwrap my thoughtful, expensive gifts with greedy smiles suddenly decided generosity wasn't important. So that year, I gave them exactly what they asked for, and the look on their faces. Priceless. If you've ever had someone take advantage of your kindness, this story is for you. Hit that subscribe button, like the video, and tell me in the comments, what's the pettiest but most satisfying revenge you've ever seen? Now, let's dive into how I turned cheap gifts into poetic justice for, as long as I can remember, I've been the gift giver of my family. Birthdays, anniversaries, holidays. I'd spend hours scrolling through websites, comparing prices, reading reviews, looking for that perfect thing that would light up someone's face. It wasn't about money for me. It was about thought. Seeing my mom tear up when she opened the photo book I made her. Hearing my cousin gasp when he realized I got him that limited edition jersey he'd been talking about for months. Those moments made every dollar worth it. But over time, something changed. At first, it was subtle. A few relatives, the kind who loved to talk but never to help, started dropping little comments like, "Chore, you really didn't have to spend so much. It's the thought that counts, not the price tag." And I agreed, in theory, except when they were the ones receiving. Suddenly, the thought didn't seem to count so much. They'd gush, post pictures online, brag about how thoughtful I was. But when it came time for their gifts, let's just say the enthusiasm didn't go both ways. One Christmas, everything came to a head. We were at my aunt's house. Fireplace lit, tree glowing, the smell of cinnamon and pine in the air. We were halfway through dinner when my cousin Lisa, the self-appointed moral compass of the family, cleared her throat dramatically. "Chua, so," she said, tapping her wine glass. "We've been thinking, maybe we should stop spending so much on gifts." I froze mid-bite. She continued, "It's not about material things, you know. It's about unity, togetherness. Let's all agree, no gift over $5, just something small, symbolic." Well, the room went quiet. Then a few heads nodded, especially the ones who never brought decent gifts anyway. Everyone murmured in agreement, calling it a great idea. Meanwhile, I just sat there, smiling politely, feeling the heat crawl up my neck. They weren't doing this to save money. They were doing it to stop giving while still receiving. It was so transparent it almost made me laugh. But instead, I just nodded. Sure, I said, if that's what everyone wants. Inside, though, something in me snapped. I wasn't angry because of the money. I was angry because of the hypocrisy, the entitlement. For years, I'd poured love and time into these people, and now they were dressing up laziness as family values. They wanted $5 in gifts. They were about to get them over the next few weeks. I made a list. Names, ages, personalities, and next to each one, I wrote a single goal: find the most ridiculous, useless thing under $5. For Lisa, the family values, preacher, I found a bright green plastic back scratcher shaped like a monkey's arm. For my uncle, who always bragged about his refined taste, I bought a keychain shaped like a toilet that made flushing sounds when you pressed it. For my cousin Jake, who mocked everyone else's gifts every year, I found a pack of novelty socks that said, "World's okayest human." Each item came with a handwritten note, dripping with exaggerated sincerity. Lisa, I thought this back scratcher would really reach you, in every sense. Uncle Joe, you deserve something as classy as you are. Enjoy your luxury toilet keychain. And for the cherry on top, I wrapped each one beautifully. Glossy paper, perfect bows, hand-tied ribbons. They looked like the most thoughtful gifts in the world. Meanwhile, for the family members who weren't part of the FIDOB cult, the ones who still cared, I gave my usual thoughtful presents. Books, perfume, tech gadgets, the works. Because this wasn't about turning bitter. It was about balance. Justice. Christmas Eve arrived. Everyone gathered around the living room, cups of cocoa in hand, laughter echoing off the walls. The tree sparkled. The pile of gifts underneath glowed with color. I sat back, calm, composed, like a poker player holding the perfect hand. When it came time to exchange gifts, I made sure mine were saved for last. Lisa went first. She tore into the wrapping paper, expecting Well, I don't know what she expected. But when she pulled out that bright green monkey arm back scratcher, her smile froze mid-face. Oh, she said, forcing a laugh. How thoughtful. I leaned forward. Sure, it's really handy, I said, straight-faced. You mentioned your back's been acting up, right? It's ergonomic too, and under $5? Exactly what you wanted. The room went dead silent for 2 seconds, and then my younger cousin snorted, trying not to laugh. Next up was Uncle Joe. He unwrapped the toilet keychain, pressed the button, and the sound of a flush echoed through the room. True. Oh, wow, I said. Make sounds? You love classy stuff, right? It's elegant and functional. People started giggling. Jake opened his socks, read World's Okayest Human, and muttered, Tor, are you serious right now? Tor, completely, I said. I spent hours finding something that reflected your personality. By now, everyone was trying not to laugh out loud, except the Fida's gift gang. They looked like they wanted to disappear. The rest of the family, the ones who still believed in thoughtfulness, were grinning from ear to ear. They knew exactly what I was doing. After everyone had opened their gifts, Lisa cleared her throat again. Well, she said tightly, I suppose some people didn't quite understand the spirit of the idea. Oh, I smiled sweetly. Sure. Oh, I understood perfectly. You said under $5, and that's exactly what you got. But don't worry. The others got their usual gifts. It's all about equality, right? The silence that followed was delicious. Even the fireplace seemed to crackle louder in that moment. My aunt quickly changed the subject, desperate to smooth things over, but the mood had shifted. They couldn't say a word without admitting their hypocrisy. The best part, the next Christmas, no one mentioned the $5 rule again. Not a word. And every year since, they've gone back to exchanging thoughtful, meaningful gifts. Not extravagant, but balanced. It's like that one Christmas reset the entire family dynamic. That night, after everyone had gone home, I sat by the tree alone. The twinkling lights reflected off the shiny wrapping paper, still scattered around the floor. And for the first time in years, I didn't feel resentful. I realized it wasn't about revenge for revenge's sake. It was about restoring fairness, about reminding people that generosity loses meaning when it's one-sided. Sometimes, the best way to teach appreciation isn't through lectures or guilt trips. It's through contrast, letting people experience the emptiness of what they preach and the humor in their own double standards. That Christmas, they learned that it's the thought that counts. Only works when there's actually thought behind it. And me, I learned that kindness without boundaries isn't generosity, it's self-sacrifice. Now, I still give thoughtful gifts, but only to people who understand what thoughtfulness truly means. Sometimes, people only value kindness when they see what life's like without it. It's not about money, it's about respect. And sometimes, the sweetest revenge is simply letting people choke on their own cheapness. If that story made you smile, or if you've ever had to teach someone a lesson the fun way, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more real life revenge stories where justice isn't just served, it's beautifully gift, wrap, and tell me in the comments. What's the pettiest revenge you've ever pulled off? I might just feature it next time.